Everything is a roguelike survival dungeon diving shop management open world co-op friend slop now. I hate it. And I blame you. Yeah, you greedy little dopamine deprived addict. No. Don't bring up the devs or the publishers. They only make them because they sell. It's you who's the problem. You're the reason games like Cataclismo, absolute masterpieces that genuinely deserve Game of the Year because of their unique, satisfying, and most importantly, insanely fun gameplay, don't get the attention they deserve. Sure, it's not multiplayer. I get it. You're worried the dark thoughts will creep in if you can't hear your friend eat cereal into their microphone while you play the 50th Lethal Company clone this week. But who needs multiplayer when you can literally build anything you want? This is my most powerful defensive tower known to man. Behold my dong. Cataclismo combines wave defense, tower defense, and RTS. Oh, look, you're closing the video? I know those are 3 of the top 5 most boring genres for a gamer in 2025, but where those 3 genres become repetitive, uninspired, and fall apart, Cataclismo absolutely thrives. I'll admit, when you've played one tower defense, you've kind of played them all, right? Build a maze, use the OP towers on corners, upgrade them a few times, sit back and watch as boring little enemies run headfirst into your meat grinder. There's very little unique or challenging about the genre these days. There is no personality in your gameplay. The exact strategy you use is likely what everyone else used as well, and that's f***ing boring. But imagine instead of cookie cutter towers, instead of restrictive copy and paste maze maps, imagine you're dropped in a unique and desolate randomly generated world filled with terrifying mist, where waves of horrors beyond imagine lurk, just waiting for nightfall so they can rip you to shreds asshole first. You scramble to build your defenses, not with one click, but painstakingly brick by brick. You construct anything you want, wherever you want, erect huge walls filled with armaments, train archers and buff chads that throw explosives to man the towers, and then sit back and watch the horrors run headfirst into your meat. No, my wall! My entire wall is coming down! My archers! Jeffrey! Steve! No! All that effort, all that time you spent building wasted because you've never played with Legos as a kid. All your bricks were stacked perfectly in line, you fool! There is real world physics in this damn amazing game, so you need to stagger your bricks, spread the weight out. When one falls, the tower stays strong. No one will die tonight. Shit, everyone's dying tonight! With every night that passes, you'll learn from your mistakes, finding smaller choke points that require less resources to protect, building higher so your walls aren't just stronger, but also allowing your archers to shoot further, adding wooden structures to hold flaming or poison arrow upgrades. You'll become one of the greatest military minds to ever walk this earth. Yeah, I just spent 45 minutes building this giant defensive structure. It's got 30 different military units in it, and none of them can hit this one spot. Fuck. But to do all of that, you'll need resources. Stone and wood litter the map. At first, it's easy to collect. Well, I mean, sure, you have to place your gathering buildings carefully to maximize the yield, and sure, your actual colonists will have to carry those resources home in real time, meaning the further they have to walk, the slower you gather, but that's fine, just add more men to each building. Shit, I'm population capped. Okay, I can't repair my walls unless I get this stone. Oh, too late. And even if you manage to repair your walls and build more houses, every single one of those men you force into backbreaking labor will help to ruin your life by breathing. The very air in this game is limited, toxic, and it's not as simple as building an oxygen generator. No, you have to erect a phallic tribute to the gods and place your oxygen collectors high in the sky, all while still allowing your workers to reach them and making sure those balls don't touch. All right, that's more oxygen added, and my army is still too big. We're all gonna suffocate. Eventually, you'll survive enough waves, earn enough research that you can unlock all sorts of upgrades, new soldiers that slow horrors, new bows so archers can fire 3 arrows at once, giant psychic abilities your leaders can use to crush entire waves. At least that's what you'd pick if you're an idiot. No, you need to unlock warehouses, and fast. Your base is too big and the workers can't get resources home fast enough. But with careful warehouse placement, you can not just hold more but shorten their trips, speeding up collection while needing less people per building. You'll feel so proud when you clear up delays in production and see all those resources start flowing again. And then you'll hear this.
The horrors are coming.
Coming? At least buy me a drink first. The game presents challenges to you in a way that forces you to think creatively. It's not just about building a thicker wall, spamming more troops, or rushing upgrades. You're limited by everything, which sounds annoying, unfair, brutal, painful, but it's actually kind of fun. But Eljay, I don't want a time limit while I'm trying to build my pretty structures. That sounds awful. Wrong. The game limits you to force creativity in so many ways, but at its core, it respects your creativity and your time. Placing bricks and defenses is instant. You don't have to wait for them to build. With instant recycling, if you place them in the wrong spot, you can literally spend hours carefully building your defenses with the game paused if you want, and then when you're ready, just click next wave. All right, I have spent all of my resources fortifying this wall. This wave is not getting through tonight. Wait, they're coming from over there tonight? With every passing night, the horrors grow stronger and denser. The challenges begin to become insurmountable. Those weak little walls won't last forever. You'll need to build higher. With attacks coming in from every side, you'll need to spread your resources thinner, train more men, bide your time. until you can fight back. I need these resources if I want to survive. Thankfully, there is only one single horror protect- Oh shit, that's a lot more than one! That's a lot more than one! Even your own defenses limit you. The walls you build on day 1 will force you to make choices that will determine whether you survive to wave 5 or wave 50. Should you take your army outside the safety of those walls? Sure, you might survive. You could claim desperately needed resources and land, but will you be able to build new defenses in time? Can you even defend the new front? After all, you'll likely lose soldiers if you're not careful. And those archers that died weren't just any old archers. They were battle-hardened veterans. They had gained experience with every passing night. They did more damage, shot further, and damn it, they had a wife and kids, you monster. The horrors in this game are beautiful. I don't mean in the sense that I want to give them a kiss. I do, but that's not what I mean. But in their uniqueness, their designs are terrifying. The different abilities are awesome. The way you deal with them requires you to constantly be working on a new project. I messed up. My archers can't shoot directly down because of this outcropping. So I'm going to quickly build a tower, put 2 veterans on it to cover the blind spot, and pincer the enemy between the walls. Dude, I'm a genius. My veterans, no! Just like the horrors, even your own military units are designed so that each has a key and vital role the others can't fill. They need different types of walls, towers, or castles to truly unlock their strengths. You'll constantly be tweaking military composition. You'll unlock different building blocks. You'll spend hours changing tower designs until you find something that perfectly fits this incredibly specific defensive point that just happened to spawn on this map. Look at this choke point. They can only enter through this one chasm. It's a perfect kill box. But nothing lasts forever, and the walls you spent hours working on will inevitably fall. Your citizens will be ripped to shreds, your game will end, and before you even realize it, you'll have a new game loaded up to try again. Maybe this time, the map will generate chasms you can't block off, forcing you to build giant walls packed with men, creating a tunnel of death for any horror that dares enter. Or maybe you'll try a different map type. Heck, maybe you'll even play the strangely fun and interesting story mode that explains the entire world's lore. Oh, shit, I haven't said anything in like 30 minutes. Sorry, I forgot I was recording. After playing so many copy and paste games this past year, playing Cataclismo was like coming up for a breath of fresh air. Everything feels unique, from the music and sound design using these twisted, eerie stringed instruments, all the way to the buildings, which are so clearly inspired by the beautiful but practical castles of Spain's countryside. It combines the creativity of a city builder with the brutal practicality of a wave defense in a way that means that even people like myself, who often abandon aesthetics in favor of creating the optimal death box, will find themselves sitting there for hours carefully building beautiful castles and structures, because those flags, turrets, and windows all upgrade your defenses in different ways. They're actually an optimal way to defend yourself. Cataclismo is a hidden gem of a game that completely took me by surprise. Despite the fact that I should have known it would be amazing, after all, the devs Digital Sun made one of my favorite roguelike survival dungeon diving shop management simulation games ever, Moonlighter. Wait, what? Hello, if you enjoyed that video, consider watching this one on screen here, and if you enjoy that, maybe you'll subscribe. Don't worry if you can't though.